Are you tired of working so hard but getting nowhere? In this video, I'm gonna share with you some habits that if you followed, I promise you're gonna be richer than 99% of people in 2024. And these habits are things that you can even not do because there are doing habits and stop doing habits. This is what I'm gonna share with you in this video. But if you wanna know more, I created a mastermind. It's called the Alpha Mastermind, and it's now in the waiting list phase because I'm gonna make it so limited to the number of people because I want to make it super interactive so everybody gain the value from it. So if you're ready to take your journey, life, career to the next level, join the waiting list. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So let's now start with the first habit. I want you to earn with your mind, not with your time. And again, I'm repeating, earn with your mind, not with your time. Because when you start to earn with your time, you have a cap, you have a limit to it. But when you start to earn with your mind, things like the intellectual properties, your products, your courses, leveraging your team, your cap is unlimited. Warren Buffett used to say what? If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll die working. You need to find a way to earn with your mind and not your time. So here is an action thing for you to do. I want you to think of a skill or a product that you have, and I want you to turn it into a course, into a product, and start small and start earning with this product or a course or even a book while you're asleep, and I'm not gonna say wasting the time on it, but let it run on its own. That's the first habit you should do. Let's go to number 2. I want you to clean up your workplace for productivity. You know, all this clutter that you have on your workplace, on your desk, it will create stress for you, anxiety, and it will even limit your productivity and your creativity. Steve Jobs was known for his minimalistic approach to even his desk, and he was always encouraging people around him to clean their desks, because once you clean your desk, you become organized, your productivity, efficiency, and creativity increases. So here is an action item for you. I want you to set 5 minutes before you start your day and 5 minutes at the end of the day. And these slots of 5 minutes is to clean and organize your desk, your workplace, and I want you to monitor. You will see that your efficiency and your productivity will increase dramatically. Now let's go to number 3. I want you to do one thing which is extremely important, to shrink the time between your thought and your action, and that's called Parkinson Law. Parkinson Law says or states the following: whatever the time you give to complete a particular task, this time will be filled exactly as you set the time for it. And let me give you an example. Elon Musk is known for an intense focus, for his visionary ideas, but he's always putting extreme hard and harsh deadlines. And he always say, if you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, you will manage to clean your home in 30 days. But if you put 3 hours, you will also clean your house in 3 hours. So what I want you to do, an action item right away. I want you to put a task, a pressing task that you have right now, that you think is gonna take a week, and put a deadline for it 24 hours instead of a week, and put all your focus and mental capacity on it, and you will see the magic will plays and you will complete it in exactly the 24 hours. Shrink the time between your thought and your actions, and magic will happen. Let's go to number 4, which the thing that I love to call avoid paper cuts. You know paper cuts, when you hold the paper and it cuts you. It's small things, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4, but over the time it accumulates. These are exact distractions that we have. What do I mean by the distractions? The unnecessary meetings, the social medias, handling tasks that has no value to you, more or less administrative. You need to cut this off, all these distractions. And the real example of this is Bill Gates. Bill Gates say that we are flooded with distractions, and this is your enemy for your progress and success. And he's well known for one interesting thing. It's called Think Weeks, where he disappeared for weeks off all these distractions and focus on his big things. So what I want you to do is I want you to make blocks of time in your calendar. Everybody has a different calendar, a different workload, pressures, but block times in your calendar, at least 2 hours a day, where you focus intensely without distractions on the particular goal that you have or task. And also magic will happen here, because nothing works without focus. Now let's go to number 5, which is discipline over motivation. Motivation is something temporary, and it's like a battery, it discharge. But discipline is the road to success. Joko Willink is the former Navy SEAL, simply said that discipline is equal freedom. And success doesn't come from motivation because it depletes, but it comes from what? Consistent discipline. So what I want you to do as an action item here is I want you to pick one thing that you want to be disciplined and consistent in it. It can be working out, walking in the morning, waking up early, but I want you to keep progress of it for 30 days. And I promise you, you will see the magic that will happen. But remember, link this habit habit to something that achieves your goal. So if you think that you need to wake up early in the morning to be able to have sales meetings with many people as possible, rather than waking up at 12 and have minimal number of meetings, then put this as a habit for you and be disciplined and consistent on it, and you will really see magic happens. Let's go to habit number 6. I want you to commit to fewer, rather a long list of goals. Fewer but significant, and that's called the 33% rule. It is not important to handle many goals at the same time because your mastery will go down, and when your mastery will go down in each and every goal means that you will achieve what mediocre results. So it's better to commit to fewer number of goals but have mastery in them so you achieve the proper success that you want and the gain that you deserve. It's well known that Gary Keller is the author of The One Thing. When he was promoting this concept is that the more you focus on fewer things, the more bigger success you will have with them. But the most important thing is what? Success is sequential. It doesn't happen simultaneous. So if you want to be successful with, let's say you have a concept that has many pillars, build one after another and that will get you the success that you want. So focus on fewer goals rather than a lot of goals that you will receive or achieve mediocre results. So what's the action item with this? Look at your goals for the next years. Cut them by 70% and focus on 30% of these goals. And I want you to break down these goals into smaller milestones and track them monthly. And trust me on that, you will see the results that you need. Let's go to number 7, something that I actually love, which is called social accountability. What does it mean, social accountability? You have goals, you have objectives that you want to do. I want you to announce them publicly. Why to announce them publicly? Is to get the public accountability rather than your own accountability. And this will pushes you to achieve these goals. There is a concept that says that people are afraid of failure. Actually not. People are not afraid of failure. That's a wrong description because we are so happy and by seeing mentors and gurus that says after 100 failures we made the success. Okay, I want to have the 100 failures and achieve the success. So we're not afraid of failure. What we're afraid of is the embarrassment. Again, you're afraid of the embarrassment from this failure. So by announcing your goals to the public and getting the public accountability or the social accountability around you will motivate you, will pushes you, will empower you to achieve these goals. So what I want you to do, share one single big goal with the people around you publicly and put a timeline for it and do your best to achieve it. These people around you who supports you will be your accountability partners. Don't forget, to succeed, you need accountability partners rather than yourself. Let's go to habit number 8, which is stop perfectionism. Perfectionism is an enemy of your progress. And what we're targeting is progress rather than perfectionism. The more you are waiting for the right moment for the things to be perfect, the more you delay your action, you delay the results that's coming to you, and as well you miss the opportunities. The idea here is to start even if the thing is flawless, but the idea is what? Is to improve along the way. The founder or the co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, was always having a great, I would say, quote that says, if the first version of your product is perfect, then you've launched too late. Here he stresses the concept of progress over waiting for the perfect moment which never comes. So what I want you to do is what? I want you to pick one task or a project that you have right now. Exactly. And I want you to set a tight deadline on it and make it happen. The idea is to start and have this momentum to move forward. Even if it has something wrong, you need to update something in it, but start it and down the line, along the way, you will improve it. But if you're waiting for a perfect moment to come, trust me, it never comes. Do that. Let's move to the next one, which is something that I truly believe in and helped me a lot along my journey, which is to upgrade your circle of friends. We all love our friends, we all love our circles, but there are circles that put you down and there are circles that pushes you up. You need to look for the circle that inspires you, pushes you to grow, rather than the one that pushes you back. With a very real story, which is if the circle of your friends is fat, obese, you have a 99% chance you will be fat and obese. If they believe in certain values and beliefs, you will have the same. Famously said by Jim Rohn, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend most of the time with. And these are the concepts that all the gurus that we see around us, like Tony Robbins, Warren Buffett, follow and advocate for. So what I want you to do as an action item is I want you to assess the circle that you're in. I want you to assess the network that you're in, that you spend most of the time with, and see these are the people that pushes you forward, inspire you, wants you to grow, or they're holding you back. If they're holding you back, you need to cut them and replace them with the people that pushes you towards the goals and objectives that you have in your life. Your circle or your network that you spend the time with is extremely correlated to your success. Do this immediately and will literally see the magic happens and the opportunities even will open for you. Let's go to number 10. Habit 10, and the last one in this list, is focus on the hard tasks first. By nature, as humans, we try to take the easy route or the easy way out. So we look at our list of tasks and take the easiest one to get it out of the task list. But that's actually wrong, because you always know that you have the hardest one coming. It pushes you back. It pushes your procrastination things to pop up. Distraction will be more attractive to you. So the concept or the method is eating the frog. So the first thing that you do is to tackle the biggest challenges, biggest hardest tasks that you have in the day, the first thing. Why? Because it creates the momentum. You know what's coming after is easy for you because you already hit the first and the hardest task that you have, and it will build your confidence as well for the upcoming tasks. It's very famously said by Brian Tracy, the author of Eat That Frog. You need to eat this frog in the morning in order to build the momentum to kill the other tasks that you have. So what I want you to do on your daily tasks, you need to list what is the hardest task for next day, that once you wake up, open your eyes, you will tackle this task and commit to it and finish it. And you will literally see that your confidence level went up, your mood, your energy went up to tackle the other tasks. So eat the frog. The master of the tasks list that you have, because a lot of the items that we put on our tasks list are the things people give to us. So master this task list, putting the hardest on the first and tackle it the first thing in the morning. Now we've just covered the 10 habits that will set you apart from 99% of people, and which are the stop earning with your time, start earning with your mind, cleaning up your workplace, shrinking the time between your thought and your action, avoid the paper cuts, discipline over motivation, commit to fewer but significant goals, and social accountability, stop perfectionism, and upgrading your circle, which is crucially important. And then the last one is to focus on the hard tasks first, eating the frog. If you follow these, I promise you and guarantee you that you will be much better than 99% of people in terms of success, wealth, health, life in general. So I want you to follow these and you start to see that your life is transforming into the direction that you want and you aspire to be. But if also you want to learn more and get into the deep kind of community with us, I've launched a mastermind. It's called the Alpha Mastermind. It's just in the waiting list. We're launching in a couple of weeks. And if you're ready to get deep into understanding the strategies, the tactics that makes you success, either you're an entrepreneur or a business professional, or even a person who wants to just develop themselves, join the waiting list. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Join the waiting list and be surrounded by like-minded community, which is what we taught or what we talked about in this video, is checking your circle. Be around these people in your community, the Alpha community, by joining the Alpha Mastermind, and I'll see you there.